Today is different. Today is different because we're kickstarting the section with an exclusive. And when I say exclusive, I'm saying that you are the very, very first person to hear this particular song anywhere in the world.
Pretty cool.
This is Mr. Luu with Bang, and that's who we're hanging out with today in the music section of our Friday show here on the Move. Lunga Rululu, better known as Mr. Luu, is an award-winning music producer, a DJ, a percussionist, an entrepreneur. Grew up in Zwide, Port Elizabeth, that's the Eastern Cape province here in South Africa, where he formed the group Point 5 with some heavy hitters. These are the names that you might have heard, and you probably know the likes of Heavy K, MSK, DJ T, and Cubase. That was back in 2012 when the group released an album titled First Point. It's many years later today, and we are spotlighting his own journey, his music, and of course giving you new music, new exclusive music just for the Channel Africa family. Mr. Luu, thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me. What an intro.
well.
What an intro.
It's all your accolades, bro.
Yeah, sometimes I get I get shocked myself because I don't get to sit and read what I've done,
Sure.
Yeah.
So here it is today, and we just want to be a part of your journey. We sort of want to tap into what made Lunga Rululu Mr. Luu, and all the processes and the journeys that he's been going through. So take us back to Port Elizabeth. Even before 2012, when you started out, how did you start engaging with music in general?
Sure. So I grew up in a musical inclined background. My father was one of the best musicians.
You love your dad, bro. You love
Crazy.
your dad. You're like, my dad was the best musician.
Crazy. If you know the likes of Stompy Mavi,
Yes.
all of these people, they are the product of my dad.
Wow.
So I think I started playing drums at the age of 2.
Sure.
Yeah, I was 2 years when I started.
Who's your
With your
dad? Tell us a
tiny
little
little
bit about
hands?
him. Who's your dad?
Most people that would know him, it's like Eastern Cape people.
Yeah.
But Atwell Zamobundu Rululu.
Okay.
He was known as Bratabla.
Okay.
But he's late now. So I think I took it from him. And then I grew up with it. When I was still in, I think, high school,
Sure.
I got into hip hop. I
Nice.
loved hip hop at that time because
The West Side versus the
era-
East Side.
the era of the music. I mean, we were just coming from the Kwaito era,
Sure,
and so
sure.
the hip hop was getting in the industry. So that was one of my first loves of music. And then
Okay.
fast forward that, I think in my hood I was actually the youngest radio DJ at that particular time because I was working with the Luckies and Mhlobo and then
Yes.
and I was still in high school when I was doing that.
Wow.
So fast forward, I met with the guys, your T, Cubase, Heavy K, MSK. Met with them. We were just young boys who loved playing games. I'm still a gamer even today.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So we're just young boys who loved playing games, but then we discovered that actually all of us, we have a skill that we could come together and form something incredible. And we were the youngest. And fortunately enough, we became the youngest and the biggest crew in the entire Eastern Cape.
Wow.
Nice.
Even including Western Cape.
Yeah.
And that time there was no how the world is today with the internet and
Yeah.
stuff. So we do music. We didn't even understand how it got to Cape Town, how it got there. But everyone in South Africa was
Through
playing our music.
USBs, hey, let me give me your
Yeah.
USB. Let me put it in my computer.
Discs.
I was
We
about
used
to say that.
And the
People used to
discs.
pirate a lot of discs
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
So moving forward, so we did crazy jams like Lento, Ngobanis, Nigga Lento,
Yes.
by Professor. We did so many other songs. And then I did songs for Shims as well. Worked with Black Coffee, worked with a lot of people. And then the group split.
As groups do.
What caused the split?
It's a long story. That one alone needs a whole
It's
podcast.
always a long
and,
story.
it's a very long story.
Yeah.
But I would say we had to grow. and part ways and understand one another. Our intentions were different. You know? So just to cut everything short, but then moving forward, like serious, you know. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy fight. I would say one of the members got very selfish, and then so we ended up having to forfeit the whole entire group thing because it was not working now that the other member is pulling on the other side.
There's a lot of tension.
There's a lot of stuff that was happening, and remember we had music, and then, you know, some people still felt like, you know, I'm entitled to this, and the other one I'm entitled to that. So and that time we were still trying to figure out how the whole industry works because we are young. Then after the group collapsed, it was myself and MSK, one of the group's member. So we didn't even actually form a group because I moved into Johannesburg. But when I moved in, I took him with. And then so we started staying together in one place. As we were staying together, we would end up having to produce a same song together because we're already, you know, you wake up in the same studio
and you guys have the same repertoire.
And then the people formed Mr. Luu and MSK. We didn't think we were gonna be a duo. And then we became a duo for a couple of years, but then also I felt like it was about time for me to grow as an independent artist because, you know, having to be on groups and having to be a duo, I had to make music that fits the group and the duo. I was not making music that I feel like I wanted to make.
Right.
So getting your own identity was actually important. Let's take a bit of a break and we'll get more of the story. We hang out with Mr. Luu. You can hear the beautiful music in the background. He crafts this music by himself. He's the singer, he's the producer, he's the maker of the music.
Multi-talented.
Yes, give us some of the talent, man.
You can't keep it all to yourself. Tune in and see our live stream. You can hang out with Mr. Luu with us on Facebook and on YouTube.
The Midnight Snack, 12 to 3 a.m.
Muranziwa means my love in Xitsonga. So if you're listening to this, just know that you are my love. Yes, you and I are an item. We're dating. We are together. So I love you, baby. Why are you blushing? Why are you blushing? Like, haven't you heard somebody confessing their love to you? I mean, you gotta get used to it now because I'm gonna tell you this every day that I love you. I can tell you there are so many people who are never told they are loved. I come to the studio every Monday, 12 to 3, because I've got an appointment with you. I take you serious. Forget about the other person, right? Moranziwa.
The Midnight Snack, every Monday, 12 to 3 a.m. with Chanduko Ligege. Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose, reaching audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa on the move.
Hey, we hang out with the award-winning Mr. Luu. He's in studio with us right here on Channel Africa. Join us on our live streams and you'll check out the action in studio. And, you know, finding your own identity, Mr. Luu, like you were going into that part of the conversation, is a thing that you always crave for, even if you work with a collective. At some point, you'll find yourself wanting to create something that defines you.
100.
What was that you were searching for?
So basically, you know, my background when it comes to music is more jazzy.
Yeah.
You know, I would listen to the likes of Kaifas, you know, Brahu and all those people.
That was inspired by your dad, wasn't it?
Yes, of course. The OJs.
Yes,
even in my family, like
beautiful.
all of us, like, you know, this is my brother like sitting here.
Yes.
Okay.
Same mother, same father.
Sure.
All our middle names were named under the OJs.
Ah.
All of us.
So what's your middle name?
Walter.
Hey.
For Walter Williams.
Okay.
So my music was inspired mostly by that.
Okay.
So as you know, jazz like gave birth to most of the music.
Of course.
And then hip hop, I don't even know how I got into hip hop, man. Maybe it's because of the people that I was hanging with.
Yeah, in high school it was just the thing. It was
but
trending.
then jazz and hip hop, that mixture of music,
Sure.
and I'm not talking about the current hip hop, I'm talking about like the olden days hip hop. So that stuff, that's my kind of inspiration when it comes to music. But then I happened to bounce into house, and I loved house as well.
Yes.
And, it brought fame, it brought this and that and this. But my main thing was to create music that is going to, like have an impact for years, other than having to do what's trending today.
So like a melting pot of all these influences.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hence the change in music. If you're listening to Awucabange, the current song we played,
Yeah.
now,
Yes.
it's totally different from what people know.
It's got like an
Yes.
Afro soul kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the Kaifas vibes in my head, whereby I feel like one of these days I want to be performing on festivals. I don't want to do clubs no more.
Yeah. And have you always been a singer? Because you've got a unique
course.
voice. I mean, we didn't tell people that you were singing in that song. It was your voice.
Even the days of Point 5, I used to sing in some of the songs. But
How did you discover your voice?
it's a family thing. Everyone can sing at home. Everyone can sing at home.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get him to do the PVs for me.
Okay. Your brother who's with us, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, like that's how I got into the space of the change and the inspiration of the sound.
All right, let's fast forward a little bit, because you're coming with us today with like a brand new offering. And I'm sure that, throughout, like you said, you've found your own identity. You wanted to find your own ways that could significantly express what you were feeling and how you connected with music. You're working with quite a number of people, different people. And I'm sure throughout your career, you've made friendships and collaborations with a lot of artists. So what is it about the offering that you have now that you want people to know about Mr. Luu, or where he is in his life?
So number one, it's the writing skill that I have.
Yeah.
I'm a storyteller. I don't just just write because I can write. And most of the songs I write, they're really personal. Like it's not a thing of I woke up today feeling like I want to write about like a certain concept in my head. It's always about the situation that I'm going into at that particular moment.
So it's very personal.
It's very personal. Then I project that into music, but in my own way. So what I'm trying to say is that my offering to the people is like I just want an ear. Like I want them to listen to what I have to give them, and just to hear a different side, a full-on musician, because house music limits you. There's other things to feel like a musician I would want to do, like even like the counting of beats.
Yes.
In jazz you can do 1-3.
Yes.
And then
it's Shangamatem,
1-3 and but then in house most of the times it's just a 4 to the floor thing.
Okay.
So yeah, that I just want them to see how intricate I can be when it comes to the music.
Wonderful.
And we are listening to the music in the background, as you can hear, is also one of your latest offerings with Ami Faku and Mr. Vintage.
That's my brother who's sitting here with us.
Oh, okay. Mr. Vintage.
He actually produced the song.
Okay, actually, come on through and say hi to us really quickly. We can't just have this imaginary figure in the background. Without. How are you doing?
Good, guys. How are you guys doing?
How are you doing? Good.
Your brother's like, no, I can't do this interview without you.
Yeah.
It's a family thing. It's a family.
He knows I'm gonna put it on
We're very
regardless.
supportive too.
Yeah. And let's speak a little bit about that support, right? Because usually when we speak to artists, about artists, we don't really think about the kind of energy that it takes and the people that it takes to hold each other's hands when you're doing that. And that's what we don't see about people, right? It's a quite personal thing. What does that mean to you to have like you guys as brothers side by side taking on this journey together?
If I could tackle that, I would say basically growing up, we were literally taught to support each other from the get-go. There's like small amount of difference when it comes to age difference between me and him. So obviously he's older than me, but sometimes I feel as if
You're older sometimes.
there's those situations.
You are the soulful one.
For
Yeah.
instance, the song that you're listening to right
Sure.
now with Amifaku, I met Amifaku before he did.
Yeah.
So I brought her in, we did that song, it was beautiful, and it still is.
Yes.
So we always have the same vision, basically, that we have to support each other and go forward, because we're doing this for the family at the end of the day.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic. Okay,
I
we're
love
about to
that.
wrap up the conversation. Okay, tell us a little bit about your latest offering and when people can expect it. Is it out there? And what are you planning for the next few months? It's December season now.
So right now I'm doing a lot of collaborations
Sure.
with different people. We have like people like your Boddhi Satva, the Spirit Chaser.
Oh, I love
guy.
Boddhi Satva. He's fantastic.
Yeah, even the Spirit Chaser.
Oh, wow.
There's something else.
Those are big
Other than
names.
The These Tears remix that we did with Holy Ray.
Okay.
There's so much, man. Like I just can't think of them straight on top of the
Okay,
head, because
then
I'm working with a lot of people at the very same time.
We are going to be following your journey. So give us your socials then so we can see all of this stuff that you're up to there.
At Mr Luu Drum Freak on everything. At
Okay.
Mr Luu Drum Freak.
At Mr. Luu Drum Freak. And of course, since Mr. V is here with us, you can give us your socials as well.
That's at Vintage Frames GP. On all social-
Vintage Frames GP. Love that. Thank you so much for coming through, guys.
Thank you, guys.
It's a pleasure to have you. It was great just finding out your story and hanging out today.
Thank you so much.
very much, guys.
Well, there you go. Mr. Luu and Mr. V joining us today in studio. Really great one. Beautiful music as well.
Yeah, we have to play that one a little bit later. That's
We
playing
do.
in the background. But